Boom.
Whoa, that's so slow. All
New
right.
transition, we're working on it, folks. Hello, good morning, and welcome, gamers. Happy Friday everywhere. This is episode 54?
Yes.
54. And, you know it is. We bring you loot, we bring some news, we bring you some jokes, and we bring some conversation.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Enigma.
So gentlemen, what's your week been like?
My week? It's
Yes.
been pretty worky.
Been pretty worky. I remember trying to play Remnant with you like all week. and
I
you're
was
like-
trying to work on the stream and stuff, dude.
I think you're just trying to work on the
I'm trying to work
streams.
on the streams, man. I'm trying
Yeah.
to. So when we do stream over the weekend,
It'll be legit.
it'll be legit. Yeah. Hopefully more legit than that transition I thought I had earlier.
We'll try and stream tomorrow.
For sure.
If possible. But I've been playing Remnant.
Yeah. I've just been playing Remnant as well.
like a lot of Remnant. So I'm
talk about it a little bit
pretty
more in
far
depth.
into it,
a little later.
and been working and stuff.
Are you gonna
What
give a
you-
review of Remnant?
We'll talk about it a little.
Yeah. I would like to give a review of Remnant. I originally wanted to wait until the all the patches were released for this first week because it's like every time I start the game up, there's a new patch, and so like I just don't want to start talking about something and then it be changed.
Okay.
So probably like this weekend or early next week, I am gonna have like a official first week review of Remnant from FPS Guides. Gang, what's up, Kixie?
What up?
Yo.
Happy Friday.
How's it going? Happy Friday.
What about you, Mr. Sig?
I played 2 games this
You
week.
played CS this week.
I played Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike
Yes,
Global
go.
Offensive.
What the hell's that?
Intimately called
CS:GO?
Yeah, CS:GO.
Yeah, no one calls it that. It's
Um,
CS:GO.
Hey, you guys want to play some Counter-Strike Global Offensive? What's that?
No, I had to say the whole name out because when I tried to install it from Steam,
Yeah.
I typed in
You guys
CS:GO.
typed in
and
CS:GO, you're like,
it didn't
Man,
work.
what the heck, dude?
Right. I didn't even realize it was freaking called Counter-Strike Global
Counter-Strike.
Offensive.
It'd
I
be
just-
funny if Steam search was like
Oh.
lol Counter-Strike.
Right.
So what's up, guys? We are getting in on Counter-Strike now at the office here. We're going to be setting up a server. So if you're trying to come in and get worked,
Let's
let
go.
us know.
Mm-hmm.
We use that term loosely.
We use
getting
that
worked.
term loosely, except with Smash Bros. We will crush you. But when
Yeah.
it comes to
we'll crush
CS:GO, we're not too hot at it. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this intro real quick. Now we got some viewers in here.
Oh, I played another game. I played 2.
Oh, what else you got? What
I
you
played
got?
Forza.
Forza?
Forza Horizon 4.
Oh, Game Pass?
It's a very pretty
Game
game.
Pass.
Nice,
It's a
yeah.
very pretty game.
I have
pretty.
to say that it is the most beautiful game I've played on
Oh my
Xbox
God,
yet.
dude. Forza's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
It is.
It's like mind-bogglingly pretty.
My wife liked it. My wife enjoyed it. She even played it.
Mhm.
Really?
Yes. It's very relaxing. The ability
Dude,
to rewind.
Just driving through Italy.
You just hit Y to back up like Matrix, reverse it like 5 seconds. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. So if you hit a curve, especially when you're on a new track that you're unfamiliar with, it's the first time seeing the track.
Yeah.
You're coming in too hot. You're like, okay, that was too hot.
And Forza's pretty realistic. You can't just turn on a dime. It's not like Need for Speed. So
From what I've, because I learned that there's 2 flavors of Forza. There's Horizon and there's Motorsport.
Mhm.
Motorsport is more of the simulator, like Gran Turismo was.
Yeah.
It's maybe there was a time when I was into that.
right.
Now I just want to be able to just
You just want
kick back
to cruise.
and
Just
enjoy the views.
go as
Yeah.
fast as
Oh,
possible. Yeah.
And I don't know. I didn't put enough hours in it. But is Horizon open world?
Yeah, it's open
Yeah.
world.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't really. It was new to me. But enjoyable. I liked it. I would recommend it, guys. I usually don't recommend games, but this one is.
It also
Something
runs
cool
at
to
native
see.
4K 60 as well.
It
Um,
does. That game makes me want to have an Xbox One X just
From
to see
PlayStation.
how
So
it
you
looks
can
at
do it on
4K,
4K.
dude.
Yeah.
It looks amazing
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
1080.
that's really props to developers for really putting in the work to make a racing game 4K 60, man. Like it's
very
very
impressive.
very good.
You should make FPS guides car paint job. We could do that.
Yeah, you can make custom paint jobs.
Yeah, you can do.
Oh,
that.
done.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, done.
You can do that. Yeah, bro. You can make it white,
Yes.
put the logo on it, put GG around the hood.
Oh, that's so
Boom.
sick. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could do
I
that.
spent-
ever
I spent
since
just
4.
as much time in the garage customizing my car than I
And
did
playing.
playing.
Dude, that's something every
You gotta look
racing
good,
game.
dude. It's a racer.
It's
I'll spend 2 hours modifying the car, and then maybe half an hour actually racing the car.
yeah. It's much more arcadey than Gran
Yeah.
Turismo was.
Mhm.
I haven't tried Motorsport, but they say Motorsport is very technical. I like the arcadiness. 'Cause
Horizon's
sometimes when I get home from work, I played this. Either I was just It was early in the morning before I came to work. So I'm still groggy. I didn't want to have to worry about hitting the turns perfect. I just wanted to be able to
enjoy this.
play the
enjoy
game.
views and the
Yes,
scenery.
that's what that game was. So I love it. Horizon 4. Let's go.
Let's go, dude. Yeah.
That's all I got for the week.
So,
Nice.
alrighty then.
Good
Well,
stuff.
let's go ahead and jump with the intro real quick. We're hitting up the 5-minute mark. We have 6 viewers now. Hello.
Hello.
Anyways,
Welcome.
we are FPS Guides. Our goal is to bring the gaming community together with reviews, guides, news, and clutch plays. This is our weekly podcast where we bring you the latest in news, rumors, controversies, and discussions. Here you'll find some facts, some opinions, and a whole lot of pretty lame jokes. If you like what we do here, be sure to check us out on fpsguides.com and follow us on the social medias. And for all you listeners out there, FPS Guides podcast can now be found on iTunes, Apple Play, Spotify, what's it called? Stitcher. I remembered it. Stitcher. And, of course, Amazon Alexa. Just say the magic words, Amazon Alexa. Please play FPS Guides podcast. Anyway, we are a small but growing community comprised of gamers, both young and old, who are just passionate about gaming. If you are interested in becoming a part of this little community, or perhaps even becoming a content creator, be sure to check us out on our website and hit us up. We would love to hear from you. Now let's go ahead and jump into the news. Gamescom was recently.
Gamescom was recently. You guys check it out at all?
I checked out some highlights. I should have watched it, but I didn't, honestly. So there's that.
I watched Xbox's presentation, Google Stadia's presentation, which was pretty alright, and Gamescom Opening Night Live, which is like kind of a separate event hosted by Jeff Keighley. He does the Game Awards. So there's a lot of really good information here. I think I'll break it down by each like platform, and then we'll just talk about it and see what we think. Let me know what you guys think in the chat too. Alright, so I guess we'll start with Xbox, right? Since it was right on the cover. So, a lot of information here. We got Ghost Recon Breakpoint made a multiplayer DLC appearance. Looks very cool. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer. It looks awesome.
Yeah, I did see that one. That was cool.
The Metro Exodus 2 Kernels DLC is available right now, actually. So, that's really good. It's getting really good reviews.
I need to get back into Metro now.
Alright, another game, dude. Another game.
Another game.
Then,
is that a free DLC?
No,
definitely
no. I think it's like $8.
It's probably
but
cheap, though.
fair.
Yeah.
You know. Like,
Oh yeah, not bad.
And then we got a release trailer for a free-to-play looter shooter called Vigor. I don't have too many details on that one, but hey,
Yeah.
free-to-play looter shooter, that's
Play a
interesting.
looter shooter. I mean, it's already better than like the biggest looter shooters.
And then we got PUBG actually gets PS4 and Xbox One crossplay, which is pretty crazy. That'll be implemented in October with a future patch. Pretty interesting right there. And then they announced a bunch of new games for Game Pass, which we'll talk about in our deals section, really. So that's pretty much all Xbox showed. And they showed a Gears 5 campaign story trailer, which was cool. That was kind of like the crown jewel of their presentation. Any of these things exciting to you guys? Maybe Ghost Recon, or let's see, maybe this free looter shooter, man. That could be cool.
I actually haven't looked into the looter shooter yet, but looter shooters I always take with a huge grain of salt. But it's free to play, so it's like, what do you got to lose? The Metro 2 Kernels DLC I'm pretty excited for. That is such a good story in that game. So
Yeah, I think it's like 4 to 5 hours ish, which is pretty fair. I think
that's really good,
So-
especially for like a $10 whatever DLC. Not bad at all.
Yeah. So that's pretty much like it. Gamescom really isn't. It's the biggest gaming convention in the world, but it's not
Usually
where
by
you
then,
bring new announcements
Yeah.
of the AAA level. Usually it's updates on stuff.
usually by then everything's already been revealed and announced.
Yeah, because you don't have enough time to do marketing or anything if it's this late in the game, really.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why.
Where was it held at this year?
Cologne, Germany.
Yeah.
Cologne, Germany. Okay.
Yeah, it's been there for I think 3 to 4 years maybe for a while. So
Okay.
it's pretty big. It's huge actually. I would like to go one day, but
Yeah, it'd be
super
sick.
far. Yeah, so that's pretty much Xbox. You know, you guys any questions or thoughts? Excited for anything? I'm excited for Gears. I mean, it looked good.
Yeah, Gears is gonna be cool. More excited for like the Metro stuff, honestly. You know,
True.
not a
Maybe
huge Gears fan anymore.
Crazy One will be more excited for Gears. I feel like he's not really even that pumped though. Like this was his franchise, man. You know, like
I don't know,
if The Last of Us Part 2 is coming out in a month, I would be like shaking almost. Like
Oh yeah, dude. Like if there was a Dark Souls 4 coming out in like a month,
like Star Wars, I'm gonna be pretty
I'd be
amped for that.
losing my mind. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he just has to wait. But actually, we're going to head on more to Google. Google has some very interesting things to show and some very super boring things to show as well.
Oh, fun.
So the biggest announcement, in my opinion, was Cyberpunk 2077 coming to Google Stadia on release, which is wild, in my opinion, because that game is gonna be probably the game of the generation. To be honest.
Oh, it's gonna be, dude. I've been looking at more screenshots. That looks so good.
It looks really, really
looks
good.
Gorgeous.
And then you have Mortal Kombat 11 comes to Stadia in November, which a fighting game on a streaming service. Try that one out. See how much lag you get there. Then we got Super Hot. I don't know if you guys have ever played Super Hot.
I've seen Super
But,
Hot about it. It's cool.
It's really fun.
It's super
Basically,
cool,
like
yeah.
it's a VR game where nothing moves until you move. So you control everything.
Like,
Very fun.
I wouldn't play that game without VR though.
Without the VR.
No, you definitely
just,
need VR.
like-
It's really good. Really, really fun.
Yeah.
And then Samurai Showdown also comes to Stadia. Looks like they're really getting on those fighting game trains. ESO, Elder Scrolls Online comes to Stadia. That's a good pickup right there.
Yep.
An MMO. Then we got more Doom Eternal footage. That was pretty cool. Also coming to Stadia. And then Borderlands 3. Again, new footage. Coming to Stadia.
So Google's just really making sure they cover all the bases. You know, they want to get the fighting game crowds in, the MMO crowds in, the RPG crowds in.
Yeah, but it's
They're
kind of
pulling
scares
all the
me because
stops.
like you're inviting all these people to a party at your house. What if like
You better show up.
you
like,
better
like,
perform, man.
better perform,
You better
right.
perform.
Like I'm not sinking any money into Stadia.
No.
Not.
Did you say-
Not right now.
I thought you pre-ordered.
Are
then
you
you-
gonna get it?
Oh,
The Stadia
yeah,
device.
I think I was the initial price point that the rumor had
Was
it
it like 150 or something?
It's 130. It's
130,
130 officially.
Yeah.
officially.
Officially.
130. Oh.
That's
Yeah, I think
that's a
yeah,
loud
at
noise on our
130.
end.
At 130,
So
we're almost obliged to get one just so we could talk about it.
that's okay. Yeah,
All
that's
right,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
But if you
So,
weren't
yeah,
doing this, would you
agreed.
get it?
Probably
Agreed.
not.
Probably not.
Because
Agreed.
there's too much overlap. It doesn't offer something
It's
that
not.
I can't get on my console or
It doesn't
PC.
have a
So we just, like,
USB.
we'll split the
Yeah.
cost and share custody.
Unless Google starts, if Stadia has exclusives, that
They did show some, but nothing. To
Hey, new
this
viewers,
level.
thanks for jumping in, man. We're talking about Google Stadia.
Whoop. Yeah,
And,
Gamescom.
and
Covering
Gamescom.
Gamescom news, really.
Yep.
did they make any mention of a AAA exclusive?
A AAA exclusive?
Exclusive?
No.
for
No.
Stadia?
Not exclusive.
Smaller games.
I really find no compelling reason to play on that platform versus
I'm on
the
that.
comfort of it,
I'm on that
the
too.
comfort of my couch. I'll use my Xbox.
Yep.
If I want a little bit more immersion, I'll use my PC.
That-
I don't know where Stadia fits in my life.
If I didn't already own a console,
Yeah.
then yeah, of course.
What if your kids, your kids are getting older, what if they start playing games and they're like, oh, I want all these systems. Rah. So like you're just, well, I'm going to get you a Stadia subscription so we can all play, but I don't have to buy you consoles.
Yeah, maybe as a cost saving alternative.
How will
Yeah,
Stadia
I
be
can see
running
that.
compared to current gen?
It's supposed to be like way better.
Okay.
So
So
when-
I guess if you're trying to upgrade but you don't want to sink, $500 into a new PlayStation or Xbox, and you could go with this.
yeah, it'll have. I remember this vividly because they kind of whipped out their junk and slapped Xbox and PlayStation with it. They're just like, we're gonna have 10.7 teraflops compared to the 4
Oh, yeah,
PlayStation
yeah.
has and the 6 Xbox has.
Okay.
Even though next gen's right around the corner and both Xbox and Sony will be stronger than that.
Okay.
But so yeah, it's gonna be powerful.
His dreams.
You'll have good performance. However, again, internet connection. You gotta have some
So
really
that's
good
a-
internet connection.
That's what I really
Constant
don't like
internet
about
connection.
it. That's what I don't like about it. We live in Florida. Our power goes out pretty often. Mine does especially. My power goes out all the time.
Mhm.
Like, and what I do when my power goes out, I play a game. But I can't really play anything if
It's all online.
If it's all online.
It's all online.
Like on my I can just use my laptop and just play some like lower performance game and play that for a couple hours till my power comes back on. But if it requires internet, then I'm screwed.
And plus, I don't like the fact that your resolution and everything scales with your internet. So if you're at 35, 40 megabits down right now and you're doing 4K 60 and then say some crap happens and you dip down to like 10, you're going right down to like 720,
So
60.
will you be playing at higher frames if you have?
No, it's going to be locked at 60.
Okay.
Which is a good
All right, yeah, because
decision.
that would be messed up.
Yeah.
We
But
have
basically,
some-
your resolution just scaling right down with your internet, so not a
Okay.
fan.
On that note, a little bit relevant to what we do. we have become a reseller for CenturyLink's Fiber Plus. So if you are a business and you want to get fiber to your business, hit me up because we can hook you up. We just hooked up a company last week for 1 gig by 1 gig for $400 a month, which is insane.
You might get a free FPS Guys t-shirt and hat.
That's a good.
Huh?
That's a good price.
That's a really good price.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good.
Yeah,
that sounds like money.
I'm genuinely like interested. You know.
It's hard to compare business versus consumer, but in the past, at the previous companies that I've worked for a 30 by 30, I think that was 800, between 750 and 800 a month.
Wow.
For a 30 by 30. That was like 8 years ago.
Oh, I was gonna say like.
Yeah.
throwing
Now like
rocks
1
and sticks
gig
at
by
each
1
other.
gig, and that's full duplex. That means you can get both. You can download and upload at the same time at 1 gig a
at
piece
1
for
gig.
$400 a month.
Okay.
Gigabyte. That's ridiculous. I remember seeing screenshots of Google headquarters where their speed test showed like 250 by 250. Everybody's like, oh my god! Like yeah, like today you can quadruple that.
Times
for-
have changed.
If any of
It's
our
so crazy.
viewers are interested in that, where can they? How can they get in touch with you?
Hit me up. Just hit me up. I'll put a link on FPS Guides.
There you go.
So that way it'd be easy to find if you guys want.
You can go right to the website.
Yeah, we can't do anything to help consumer or residential, and you'd probably get it cheaper anyway through your ISP.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna get 1 gig up. I'll tell you that.
No
you are not gonna
way.
get 1 gig up.
No
1
chance.
gig up, we could stream like
This is in San Francisco.
probably
That'd be
100 4K at the same time with 1 gig
So-
up. Yeah, so that'd be sick.
So y'all want blazing fast internet? Come hit us up at fpsguides.com.
Let's go.
Drop a
Our
follow
boy,
while you're there too.
our boy, gonna hook you up.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all the Google Stadia information, and then that's like pretty bland information really, just kind of updates and everything.
Oh, do you see the new fighters are adding in Mortal Kombat 11?
Yeah.
It's like sick, dude. They're having
Yeah.
the Terminator in there.
Yeah, Terminator,
That's
Joker,
so cool,
Spawn.
dude.
Terminator, Joker, Spawn.
And
There's two others.
Some person I don't know where he was
Oh,
from.
Nighthawk.
And
Is it
then-
Nighthawk?
No, Nighthawk's already in it. I think.
I don't know. I can't remember, but either way.
But the
new
big,
fighters,
the
Mortal
big
Kombat.
three that I really care
Look it
about are Terminator, Joker, and Spawn. That's sick, dude.
That is sick.
But Spawn won't be coming until March, so
Too bad
you
we
gotta
don't have
be
Mortal
waiting
Kombat.
a long time for that. I just love when they add like characters from other games into like fighting games.
Long
like that.
time.
Just dope.
Free fiber for all subscribers.
Oh
we would
my
lose
God.
so much money immediately.
Can you imagine? We would have to stop doing this like
Yeah.
right now. Like the time that one person goes on and asks for that. Just,
Oh, we got 10 viewers. What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Welcome to the
Channel.
Talking about Gamescom continuously.
talking about free fiber optic internet for any subscribers. No, I'm just kidding.
Hold on a
I'm just
second.
kidding.
Hold on a
Nah,
second.
no. You get you a fat deal on it. You got to go to fpsguides.com, but it's not going to be free. Nothing's free. I'm sorry.
All right, so you guys want to talk about the actual relevant, interesting stuff at a Gamescom?
Yes.
Which is Opening Night Live by Jeff Keighley.
I prefer to talk about the boring stuff. Do you have anything on here
I have
about
something more boring.
drawing paint or something like that?
So there's a new first-person shooter, sci-fi shooter, was revealed for the first time, world premiere on Gamescom.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
super
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
It's called Disintegration, and it's made by the co-creator of Halo. So
Yes.
that's something. It looks cool.
The co-creator
Check it out.
of the first Halo.
Of the first Halo.
Yes.
Halo Combat Evolved.
Yes.
So,
the OG.
Definitely check that out. It looks.
I've
it looks
seen
cool.
it, but like I don't know what I'm
I
looking
think it's
at.
squad. Imagine
Is
like
it
a
as, like-
squad-based.
That's what I'm thinking. Like maybe kind of like Avengers, where they're like each of them have different roles and stuff.
Kinda.
Because all you really saw was the gameplay of the dude flying on that thing,
Yeah,
and
which look cool.
which is super sick and everything. But you're like, is this just like a flying game? Do I just fly around and shoot dudes on the ground, or what's up? So
No, I think it's gonna be like a squad-based type of game. Which, hey,
like who's that?
Sign me up.
Like who's that big dude? Like I want that guy.
This looks like Star Wars meets Apex Legends.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds
cool.
I'll take
Sounds
that.
good to me. And then,
People compared it to like the Division and Days Gone, kind of had a sci-fi baby together. Or something like
Too
that.
bad one of those
That's
games
pretty
is
cool.
good.
That sounds pretty cool too.
Yeah.
One of those games is good. The Witcher 3 actually gets a release date on Switch for October 15th. Man, if you really want to play The Witcher 3 on Switch, more power to you, because
If you really
Wow.
want to play The Witcher 3 on Switch, you should really check to see if your PC can handle it first.
yeah, like really check first.
just check first. Like if you
Or
can
use
run it
any
at
other
medium or something like that, you're probably still gonna be running better than the Switch version, man.
Yes. And then continuing on, we have Hideo Kojima made a nice appearance at Gamescom because him and Jeff Keighley are like super good friends. So that's pretty cool for him to do that.
I wish I had cool friends like that.
And yeah, I know, right? Just like, oh yeah, I'll pop in, no problem.
Yeah, no, like
Showed off a bunch of
freaking
new Death
nerds.
Stranding content. I think we had 2 character trailers, a bunch of information on the game. You can pee in the game standing up, which I guess is cool. I don't know.
The
Like,
game is gorgeous. Like
it's very, very pretty.
If you watch it, like it's absolutely stunning. But I still have no freaking idea what's going on.
So basically, there was an article written by Games Radar, and they said the basic premise of Death Stranding is you will be connecting.
Like you're like a courier.
Yeah, you're a courier delivering things to connect the world. And every time, I think, if you watch the trailer, he delivers this package or whatever to this guy.
Like yeah.
And after that, the world like kind of changes after he delivered it. So the theory is that as players continuously deliver goods and like cargo to different areas,
More stuff.
the
is
world
coming.
will change based on how many other people have done that.
Interesting.
It's like a really
based on
wild
how many
concept.
other
It's
people.
a wild
I mean, like
concept.
other players.
Other players.
I see. So it's not just you changing the world around you. It's you and basically the average of all other
I
players and
think,
what they do.
No one really knows.
I mean, no one. It's. I mean, this is like a unicorn. I mean, it's
Like changing the whole world of it?
like
I think
the
it's
shared
like,
right.
like the
So
game
then try and
world.
try and think of an example.
I'm not like
say like
super
say
sure.
like there's these 2
but
settlements and like you try to like connect these settlements and like say that all the players or most players choose to connect these settlements, and then maybe some time passes in game and then there's like a road. And there's like you see like traders coming back and forth. Like
That's pretty
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
But
really
it would
know.
affect everybody playing the game online.
I think so.
That's so sick,
I'm not
dude.
sure. it's a Kojima game, so no
Yeah.
one really knows. But
Only Kojima knows.
I don't even know if he knows.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I mean his whole idea was. To
But
create
I
a
highly
game that's
recommend
never been
watching
made before.
watching the gameplay trailer that they showed. It looks again very pretty. That's the Decima engine actually that ran Horizon Zero Dawn. So
Yeah.
shout out to Guerrilla Games, really making a good ass engine right there.
Honestly, like from watching the gameplay, it looks like you take Final Fantasy 15 and they just take all of the actual fighting and actiony stuff out. Because Final Fantasy 15 is full of stuff like fishing and driving in the car with your boys and cooking food and just doing little activities and stuff.
True.
And it's just like this is just what looks like that. But I don't know. I just want to know if you can like kill things.
I think
That's
so.
my main
There's
thing.
fighting.
I want to be able to fight.
There's
things.
fighting, and there's a scene where he has like the bridge baby, which is the weird baby in the pod thing, and he falls and he gets hurt, and the baby gets upset, and the world reacts to that. So when the baby gets upset, the enemies can find you more easily, which is like, I don't really know what that means, but it sounds very interesting. So we'll kind of keep you updated on that, but no one knows. No one's gonna know until November 8th when it comes out. Not even then people will know.
All right.
So
I'm probably gonna get it though because it looks crazy.
it looks pretty wild. We got a picture up here for our audio listeners. Why don't you
Hey,
describe
it's
that
like-
picture up there real
It's
quick?
like Sig got a Tinder match with tequila, some Patron, and Patron hit Sig up. He's like, "Hey Sig, you want to drink me? You have 56 followers now." So and then Sig responded bashfully, "Hi tequila, sorry,
Bashfully.
I'm a bitch and you won't do it. Now, if you were Rogaine, wow,
Gross.
dang,
That's
dude,
gross.
he like."
You don't
He
ingest that.
called you like an alcoholic, sad, and old in like one.
All in the one meeting,
That's
right?
that's impressive. That's next level stuff.
Yo,
right
that should be
there.
our thumbnail right
That is-
there,
that's
dude.
absolutely-
Thank you so much,
Well
Vitamin
done.
J. Thank
Well
you so
done.
much.
Bravo.
Asshole.
That's very funny.
Oh man, I wish we could just like send this stuff to the podcast listeners sometimes. But
Yeah, I
we're
wish
missing
they,
out.
I wish they could like, cause there's enough of them now that
Paint me a word picture.
yeah we. You know what? No, they gotta just
Yes.
you gotta go
Just-
on.
gotta just
You
watch.
gotta go on.
Gotta just
Give
watch.
us the
It's a
viewers.
whole different experience.
And then let's see. That rounds out Gamescom. Pretty uninteresting in my opinion.
Yeah.
Got a few gems here and there,
I mean,
but not that interesting to be honest.
Death Stranding is still the
Yeah, Death Stranding
still,
and
still the prime of
yeah,
you know
and-
what's coming,
yeah, and Gears, but mostly
Yeah.
Death Stranding.
but mostly Death Stranding. I mean, you know, Gears it's great and all, but it's old news. Death Stranding is fresh and new.
Fresh news.
And
All right, so now we
vibrant.
got the next main topic, which is the thing that rocked pretty much the gaming world on Monday.
Nintendo. What are you talking about?
Nintendo, not talking about Nintendo.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about the whole Sony
Talking about-
and Disney
yeah.
Marvel.
No, I'm not talking about that at all.
issue.
I'm talking about Sony buying Insomniac Games,
Oh.
like making them a
Okay.
first-party studio.
There you go. Different.
This is a huge deal because Microsoft was on the hunting spree, you know, and be like, yo, which developer are we getting? Who am I gonna grab here? And Insomniac Games is probably the best independent developer out there. That looks cool, whatever that picture is.
Bro, what?
Enigma said that this is the ship that he just got in No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky's got giant ships like that now?
Well, they did release that.
Oh, they have that
They
huge
had it.
Beyond update.
Yeah, they had a big update. Remember?
Yeah, I just didn't think I don't remember them saying they're adding in like these giant ships like
That
that.
looks pretty cool.
Yeah, but we
That'd be
haven't like
sick.
done anything with that game because we just haven't. We're not, you know, we don't
That
play
would make it
but
more like
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen, yes.
Oh,
That's crazy.
That's wild. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the game because, man,
That's awesome,
it
dude.
needs players,
Yeah, that
and
looks sick.
I mean, it definitely has improved since day one. That's for sure. That's crazy cool.
so what do you guys think about that news? Sony acquiring Insomniac Games.
I think this is a smart move for Sony, especially considering the later news from this week about Sony.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know.
Well,
whole,
actually, there's an
yeah.
update to that. I think there's an update that they might have come to an agreement.
Yeah,
Not sure.
I thought
I
I
need
heard
Sig to look
inkling
that
of
up
that,
for
but
us.
I didn't look into it.
So
too-
basically,
what
this
am
is
I
a-
looking up?
If Sony and Disney came to an
Sony
agreement
Disney
over Spider-Man.
agreement Spider-Man. Just type that. Sony
So basically, on the gaming side, though, this is huge news because Insomniac is. If you think of an indie dev, you wouldn't have thought of Insomniac at all because they make such high quality games. So for Sony to pick them up and to be like, all right, guys, we're gonna give you all of our resources and everything. They can make some really great games now.
You're
And
our
plus,
boys now.
Insomniac Games has a history of making very good VR games, which PlayStation is very heavily invested in their PSVR. So that's even better of a studio to get. Someone that is consistently making good VR games. So this is really good news for Sony. Probably really
Yeah.
bad for Microsoft.
And with these with Sony backing them, we'll probably be likely to see maybe some more Spider-Man games.
Oh, we're definitely going to see
some
probably
more
two
Spider-Man
more.
games coming.
Probably
in.
going to see 2 more Spider-Man games.
Especially since they have to, they got to make
Do something
They
with the
got to do
license.
something with Spider-Man. So, and if they're
Man, maybe
if,
that was
and
a
if
good
if the
idea.
MCU got trashed again, then maybe they're going to be compiling all their resources back into
No updates.
back into the game.
The latest things are from 2 days ago.
Really? Okay.
Mm.
Interesting. Okay, well, maybe that is a really
Well,
good move by Sony. It's like, hey,
we'll
we're
see
keeping
then.
Spider-Man. Oh, we just bought a studio that made the best Spider-Man game ever?
Maybe Daddy Disney could buy Sony for us.
I mean, they could.
They
but-
It was like, all right, how about you give us over Spider-Man? Like, no.
How about
all
we
right,
just buy
how
you?
about your whole company?
That'd be such a power move.
Dude, this is
Crazy,
Well, I mean,
man.
we
Just
didn't
owning
touch
all
on that.
entertainment.
We didn't touch on the breaking news last week because it was in between last Friday and this Friday.
Uh-huh.
So for those that don't know, like what exactly happened between?
Between Sony and
Yeah.
well, the way that it affects the gaming world is a little more negligent. It really affects the MCU. It's the same.
Only.
It's the same reason that Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield aren't Spider-Man anymore.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's they had a 50-50 deal, based off of all the the Spider-Man movies, and Sony wasn't agreeing to that deal, and they backed out of it. And now, but Sony still retains the rights to Spider-Man, and
So no more Tom Holland.
so that's why you may have seen all these memes where just like you have like Sony and Disney fighting, and then Tom Holland just like over in the corner crying because he's gonna go into Spider-Man purgatory just like the other two.
So he's not gonna participate in any future Marvel.
Most likely not, unless they come up with an agreement again.
I see.
Because Tom Holland is probably contracted with Disney or whoever produced the
Is Sony
the movie.
Is Sony licensing Spider-Man, or they bought the Spider-Man?
Sony owns
Sony
Spider-Man.
owns Spider-Man,
Gotcha.
the character Spider-Man.
Gotcha.
But in order to retain the rights, Sony has to basically, I don't know exactly what the numbers are, but they have to be working on a project that's expected to gross this amount of money every 2 years or so.
Yeah, I don't know if that has to be a game or a movie.
It can
I don't
be.
know what kind of
I think it
project
could be
is.
anything.
And if they don't, then they lose.
If they don't,
Yes.
then Marvel gets the rights to Spider-Man back. And so that's kind of when Sony's just been shoveling out whatever any kind of Spider-Man related content they can, so they can make enough money, and then retain the rights to Spider-Man. Who, if you didn't know, Spider-Man is probably the most the highest grossing superhero that exists.
More than Iron Man?
Think of all. I mean, but Iron Man only became big recently because of the MCU. Spider-Man's always been big. Spider-Man's always been like the cool superhero that everyone likes. I mean, think of all the action figures and T-shirts and video games and movies and.
So basically, Sony said, "I don't want to play with you guys anymore."
Yeah,
Correct.
Sony didn't want
Correct.
to play because the agreement was 50-50 on the movie deals.
Okay.
And then Sony backed out of it, and like I said, I don't know everything about
Batman
it.
over Spider-Man, I agree.
Yeah, Batman is very original, but just speaking in numbers and stuff, I'm pretty sure Spider-Man is probably like is the big dude. At least for
a
Marvel.
powerful move by Sony.
Yeah.
Because they know Disney wants Spider-Man in the MCU.
I mean,
So
Marvel's been trying to get Spider-Man back so they can actually include him in the Avengers and stuff for a long time now. They made this deal with the last two movies.
Very, very wonky deal. If you own Spider-Man, so then do they own Dr. Octopus and all of his villains?
Yep.
They own
Everything to do with Spider-Man.
They own Spider. They own the rights to Spider-Man.
Okay. But there's so much crossover, like, in Marvel.
Yeah,
So
well,
they might not own Venom.
money.
That's what I mean. Like, how do you own one character, but he fights all the other characters that he might not own or fight with? They do. They do own him.
They
Okay.
do own Venom. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah.
Well, he's a Spider-Man villain, so
I find it weird. Like, imagine this: we're all making money, right? Sony, Marvel / Disney, they're making money, and all of a sudden Sony's like, "Nah, I don't play with you guys anymore." Like, what? What just happened?
it's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Are you not getting
Why rock
enough
the
money?
boat? Yeah, we're
Nah,
printing cash,
I'm
boys.
not really sure what happened or what Sony's big idea was, but yeah, that's where we're at right now.
Weird. Very weird.
And
Super strange.
it's funny because we see like a lot of memes and stuff, and one of them would be like, it would be like from Austin Powers, and it would be like talking to Dr. Evil, who's Sony, and be like, if we make these things and we split 50-50, we can each make billions. And then Disney or Sony's over there is like, yes, or I can make millions.
It's like I can make less money if I keep it.
I watch so much like mafia movies that if they're all, you know how they have the cartel, everybody sits around the table, and Sony's has a seat at the table, and everybody's making money. You know, Disney's.
Everyone's making money.
Everybody's making money.
Everyone's
Studios, like everybody's making money, and all of a sudden Sony,
It's like,
you know, that one family's like, nah.
They're just like, nah.
This is gonna rock some boat. This is gonna rock. It's gonna piss some people off. I don't
yeah,
know why they
dude.
do it. It's really weird. All
the
other families,
all
were
the
like,
MCU fans are super jazzed this week, man. They're not happy.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting.
And then gamers are just like,
and
okay,
the
whatever.
thing is, it only really affects the MCU. Like, we're gonna get another Insomniac Spider-Man game regardless, especially now that they bought the studio. So, it really only affects the MCU.
man, that's a really smart move. If they're really trying to hold on to Spider-Man, they just
If
bought
they're really
Insomniac.
trying to hold
That's a
on to
really
Spider-Man,
smart
and they're
move,
like, man, that Insomniac game, that Spider-Man Insomniac game was prime. Let's go ahead and buy that studio up. That was a solid idea. Man, dude, that's like a 10 head.
That's funny.
What? I don't get it. Like, what does this mean?
I just think you got a big.
I think
ass
it's a
forehead.
reference to something.
To what?
I don't know.
That's big brain play.
It's a big brain move.
I like
dude.
that. It means I'm smart. Thank you.
Kind of look like Pinhead, like
Yes.
you know, like the movie
Conehead?
Pinhead
Coneheads.
or Conehead. That's what it's called. Coneheads.
Coneheads.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the recent news right there about Sony and Disney.
And you know, Sig's new selfie.
True.
So we got Apple.
Oh, we got
I guess.
some little bits right here, and we got Nintendo actually had an Indie World showcase. I'm gonna breeze over this kind of quickly because there's not many things to talk about in it. But basically, some games coming to the Switch are Blasphemous, which is a Castlevania 2D game. Looks very cool, by the way.
Actually, yeah, I did see that. Looks pretty.
Creature
sick.
in the Well also looks cool. Risk of Rain 2. That's a surprising one there. Hotline Miami Collection. Some of you older gamers might know that one. Not saying anybody in this room. And the last one, which I am very excited for, is Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition. Comes to Switch on September 27th. Seriously, get this game. Like, this game is phenomenal.
And that's one of those like indie platformer titles.
Yeah, it's made by an indie studio, but it's published by Microsoft, so it's treated as a first-party Microsoft game. It is absolutely gorgeous. Like,
Okay.
the art is amazing. It's just so
It looks very,
amazing.
It's looked
dude.
very pretty. Very, very.
And
pretty.
it's a Metroidvania style game too, so it's very, very engaging to play. You're
But it's
like,
mostly
I got a new power. Go over
platforming
here.
stuff, or are you like
there's fighting.
enemies? And
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It looks awesome. Really, really, really highly recommend this game.
All right. Well, check that out if you're looking at that kind of game, guys.
That game is called, once again, Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition.
Definitely check that out.
So Apple's got their own version of Game Pass now.
I guess. Actually,
Oh.
who brought this up to me? Ayashi brought this up to me first, actually. He was like, yo, dude, check this out. But yeah, Apple's version of Game Pass, Apple Arcade, has leaked some info. And you guys
Apple
probably
has
never heard of
games?
it.
Yeah.
Huh?
They have games?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
iTunes
What?
Store. You remember how big like Infinity Blade was? Infinity Blade was like a game for
mobile games.
only.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that would be.
Yeah, dude.
So basically, here's some little bit of details right here for you guys. This service, Apple Arcade, is going to work the same way as Game Pass, but comes with a 1-month free trial and costs $5 a month. All right. Service is meant to compete directly with Game Pass and Stadia, like directly. I don't know how they're going to compete with Stadia. They're not, but
Why? What?
I don't know how, but so Apple Arcade is expected to launch this fall to coincide with the next iPhone release. All right, pretty smart move.
Okay.
It is unclear if the service will have games other than mobile, though. Not sure about that. Because on their homepage, it has a game called The Pathless, which I am actually into. I want to get. But The Pathless is developed for consoles. So I'm not super sure what they're like. I'm not sure if it's going to be console games, mobile games. I'm not sure.
Do you think this might be something similar to Stadia that they're developing?
Yeah, I think it is.
Think
Because
it
I
is?
think on their homepage as well, they have multiple screens. And I was like, ooh,
Oh,
Apple
so
and Google going at
another
it.
game streaming service.
Google will
but you
win,
can just
but-
stream straight to your Apple device.
Do you think Apple can compete with Google on this front, Sig?
Heck to the no. They're just feeling FOMO, bro. They just want in on the game.
Yeah.
Oh, are you guys doing this? Let me jump
Yeah.
in.
All their
I got
hardware.
games too.
Apple's great with their software is beautiful.
The
But their
hardware's garbage.
hardware is, I mean,
Somewhat.
you could
Same
go to
thing with
Best
Google.
Buy right now, drop $1,200 on a new MacBook Air, and have 120 gig on there. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's a
Wow.
joke. That's laughable.
Love it.
That's insulting.
That's installing like 3 games.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
They're not a gaming platform. Like, drop it. But yeah, you're right. The mobile, everybody has an iPhone.
Yeah.
Like half the world has an iPhone.
So
So,
if this
yeah.
really does become a thing, though, then people will actually start gaming on Macs. Sir.
All right, take a little.
Take a
He's
little.
got to do some work.
You gotta do
real
some
quick.
real life stuff.
like actual work stuff. But we'll continue on this conversation. You think it's gonna fail? Because I do.
I think it's gonna fail.
I think it's super gonna fail.
It's gonna fail brilliantly.
Apple's gonna be like, ooh man, we should not have entered that race. We should not have done that.
The crazy thing is they had an opportunity to really what's the word?
If they came out with this only for mobile way back when they first started gaming,
Uh-huh.
it'd be the biggest thing.
If we rewind back to when they made what is it, about 8 years ago? Maybe even longer. Maybe 10 years ago when they switched over to the nice slim iMacs.
Mhm.
Everybody wanted one. Like everybody legit wanted
Oh, and then
one.
maybe bundle that.
And they had Thunderbolt first. If they would have like jumped into gaming then, they could have, because everybody wanted it. It's just I don't know if it's a superior platform anymore now, but it was a superior platform
So,
at
like,
that time.
Basically, take the hardware that everyone wants
Yeah,
and then
dude.
put a
Yeah.
software that
Yeah.
almost everyone's gonna try. Be like, man.
And the old Mac Pros, the tower ones, the all stainless tower ones, they had like giant bays in there that you could put workstation cards in there. They could have fit gaming cards in there, and people loved it. I mean, I was an Apple hater. Tried one of those Mac Pros. I'm like, this is pretty impressive. They had really had an opportunity to capitalize, and
Too late.
Yeah,
Too
yeah, it's
late.
kinda,
Oh well, Apple, just
when it's
go
first to market with something.
go.
I agree.
Do something else, I guess.
I agree.
All right, and then what did the chat say right there? For
They're
audio listeners?
saying, all right, on the chat, they're saying that Apple is at its best when it's first to market with something.
True. I agree with that as well.
I agree.
Then we actually got some very interesting news coming out of Sony, talking about them again. And the headline basically states, Sony may bring some of their exclusive library of games to other platforms. Now, this is a very misleading headline because when you read the interview, he only says PC. Now, what they're doing is they're having other platforms, so Xbox people and Switch people were like, oh my god, we need to go, invest in this. But that's not true. So basically, Sean Layden, the head of Sony Interactive Entertainment Worldwide Studios, all the guys that make, all the first-party Sony games, he said that we must support the PlayStation platform. That is non-negotiable. However, that being said, you will see in the future some titles coming out of my collection of studios which may need to lean into a wider install base. That means PC. That means Sony first-party games are going to go to PC eventually. What do you think about that, Sig? You think that's cool? Think that's a good idea? Bad idea?
Why?
Now,
I don't know why.
Now to be more clear, your single-player games most likely not going to go to PC. Your multiplayer games, though, they're going to go to PC.
Makes sense.
Think it's a good move?
Yeah, it's a good movie. It allows people to play together.
I feel like that means crossplay is going to happen. Like, it's going to be a standard pretty soon then.
Yeah.
Good stuff. That's why I'd like to hear Sean Layden. Microsoft also had a statement kind of regarding this. They said their Xbox games are going to stay, like their Xbox in-house games will stay on the Xbox platform, which means Xbox and PC. They're not going to go to Switch how Ori did or how Cuphead did. So the main title games, they're going to stay where they are. So I guess that's kind of good for Xbox. I feel like Xbox is losing their power a little bit because they're being thought of more as a brand and not a console per se. That's actually pretty funny though. That's pretty funny. What does it say? Oh, it's just a bald font. I thought it said oh no, that's not nice. That's not nice at all. I thought it was funny, but it's not funny anymore.
It's not that bad, dude.
It's really it's plenty of hair, dude. That's a swimmer's cut.
It's just short. It's not bald.
It's a swimmer's
just
cut, man.
Short, man.
It's a crew cut.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, let me see your locks.
That's right. You can find some. You know what? I like that. I like that idea. I got some pictures of our friend Vitamin J here. We'll feature him next week.
All right, you'll be featured. All right, now we have a very interesting news story to actually talk about. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this thing. It's kind of a businessy story here. This actually comes to us from YouTuber Yang. Yeah, he's got a bunch of sources on his video, so check him out. Really, really cool guy. Unfold Studios. It's an indie studio made by developed the one guy. One guy runs that studio, so props to that guy for making a game. Unfold Studios points out contradictions. That the Epic Store wants to help developers. So basically, Tim Sweeney's lying a lot when he says he wants to help developers. This is the proof that this developer showed everybody. So when Unfold Studios came out with their game Dark, D-A-R-Q, they released a trailer. It got super interesting. Bunch of people liked it. It became one of the top 50 wish-listed games on Steam, which is awesome for a single guy making a game. That's super cool. Epic approached this dev and was like, hey man, I just saw your trailer. It looks cool. Would you want to be an exclusive on our store? The developer responded with, no, I already promised people I'll be on Steam. It's one of the top 50 most wish-listed games on Steam. I can't go back on my word. I'm not going to do that. Which is awesome, go him. Epic came back and said, okay, we respect your decision, but we're not interested in games that will sim ship, which means simultaneously ship. So you cannot sell your game on our store. So basically Epic said, if you're not going exclusive on our store, you're not welcome here.
Okay.
That's messed up.
That's all right.
That's messed up.
That's
So exclusive or nothing.
That's a
Yes.
little. That's a little worse.
And
Sorry,
the thing that really kind of gets me and makes me mad is like, this is an indie developer and you're rejecting this guy. You are having Cyberpunk 2077 be sold on the Epic Store when it's also being sold on Steam. Cyberpunk 2077 is made by CD Projekt Red, one of the biggest, most beloved studios in the world.
Because they're not going to shoot themselves in the foot like that.
They do not need to be sold on multiple stores. A single person dev studio needs to be sold everywhere. You're basically kneecapping this guy and making him be less visible in the gaming sphere, man. Like, what do you guys think about this? I don't I'm not a fan of this.
I just jumped
story.
in. I'm actually new to this story. I didn't see this, and so this was like an indie
They're
studio.
they're ordering lunch because everybody's swamped today.
I'm good.
You're good.
I
You
have
you want anything from?
Yeah.
What do you want?
What?
Just
what-
say it out on the screen.
Just say it on
They got
the chat.
Is it McDonald's?
McDonald's.
Big Mac meal.
One moment, folks.
Yeah, I'll do the home style chicken sandwich.
No pickles
Meal.
though. No pickles.
All right, so we got a
That's
Big
it.
Mac meal, no pickles, and a home-style chicken sandwich.
The one that tastes like Chick-fil-A but not as good. I want that one.
Yeah, that's the home-style one.
Yeah.
This is gaming news, by the way, everybody.
By the way, this is what we're getting for lunch. Hot take.
Basically, the story is
So,
single
indie studio.
indie studio, one developer made this game, put out a trailer. A lot of people on Steam liked it.
Mhm.
Rose to the top 50 wish-listed games on Steam.
Okay.
Super cool.
Yep.
Epic contacted him, hey, do you want to go exclusive? He said no. And they said, okay, you can't sell it on our platform.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's
Not cool.
That's dirty. That's dirty.
And Tim Sweeney always says, like, yo, we're trying to make this better for developers. We're trying to help developers out.
Trying to help developers.
F you, dude.
But screw that guy right there.
Like, this... If all the developers that need it, it's this guy.
That's-
It's
yeah.
one person making
That's
this
pretty
game.
messed up. And you see it. They are willing to do that because, like you said, with Cyberpunk 2077, they are selling it on both
Yeah,
platforms.
so basically it's
because
like,
they're
oh,
not
tri-
going to shoot themselves in the foot
Oh,
with that.
AAA game? Yeah, you can come on here. Oh, single dev studio that needs all the visibility he can? Nah, get out of here, dude.
Yeah.
What's the name of the guy,
That's
the bad
pretty
guy on Narcos season 1?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I don't watch Narcos.
Carlo.
Carlos Montoya?
No.
No. Diego Montoya?
No.
That's from Princess Bride.
Nar. Guys, my brain just left me. Who was the name of the villain in Narcos again?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. So I'm not a fan of that story at all. What do you guys think about that? I think it's very dirty.
That's pretty messed up, honestly. Like, in actuality, like, what does Epic really have to lose?
Nothing.
Nothing. They have something to gain, actually.
And if you wanna see the actual email.
Pablo Escobar.
Oh,
I don't know
was
why
thinking
I
it was a
couldn't even
different.
All right, I thought it was like some made-up person.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
not him.
I feel like you guys
little-
didn't watch Narcos.
I
No.
haven't watched it.
Wow. Okay.
Takes a lot for me to watch it.
So-
So there's a scene in there where, or multiple scenes where he asks, plata o plomo? So silver or lead.
Okay.
Either
Yeah.
If you want to make money.
Take
Yeah.
the money or get shot.
you take the money,
money
or you
or
get
die.
pumped. Yeah. So that's kind of epic right there. Plata o plomo.
Agreed. However, he's also not saying I'll help the little guy out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
True.
He's also like,
So if you-
a ruthless drug lord.
If you go to Yang Yang's video, he has a bunch of the sources up.
Dude, that's the
And
right
you can actually read the email that the developer sent to the Epic Store person, and you can read that that I don't want to say manuscript. That's wrong. The transcript, and basically, the developer is getting a lot of goodwill for this. A lot of people are rallying behind him. It's like, yeah, you stick by your
Yeah,
word, you stick by your
yeah.
guns, man. Like,
Especially all the Steam, diehard fanboys are just loving
yeah,
that. I'm
and
sure.
he said he was very scared to put out the email because he knows Tim Sweeney is a giant in the video game industry and can just crush him immediately. So
Like
he's kind of putting
like he was
himself out there.
Like he was afraid to respond. To,
he was afraid to.
He was afraid to say no.
Yeah, kind of. But he was like, you know what? It's better to make the long-term decision to stay loyal to my fan base and my word than to take the money and sell out. And I was like, you know what, dude? You're right, man. You're right. That's ballsy for a one-man development team.
That's true. That's true. That's kind of the point that we're trying to make, Kixie, is that this developer could make more on Epic, but
He wants
he's
to be able
choosing to stay with his word.
because it allows him to. What'd you say? Simultaneous.
Ship is simultaneously ship.
He doesn't have to. Steam doesn't require him to only have it on Steam.
Correct. Epic, however, said, come here or we won't sell it.
I don't
Only
get.
here, not at all.
I don't get why Epic wants exclusives only.
Because they want
They want
people
a reason for people to go to Epic.
they want people to go to their store.
Like, realistically, if you wanted to get this game and it was available on Steam and Epic, would you go to Epic?
no.
I would probably go to Steam.
All right. There you
Probably go to Steam. The only reason you would even go to Epic is if they
had
knocked
to.
$5 or $10 off or something like that. But that's like the only real reason. Sorry, Epic Games, but the only real reason people are going to Epic besides their exclusives are because they made an exclusive deal with the developer like they did with Metro, or it's a bit cheaper.
Or
Yeah, that's basically it.
Or the third thing is they have to really save their game. If you're being offered that much money to save your game,
I guess what I'm
that's
saying.
okay.
I'm not saying that exclusives aren't better for Epic, but why take the stance that exclusives are nothing? Like, for example, I'm one of the people. What was the games that you had that? What was the games that we talked about on previous podcasts that were exclusives on Epic Store?
Metro was on there.
Metro. So now I wanted Metro. It was an exclusive on Epic. So now I'm on Epic, and I like the launcher. I like it.
Okay.
In fact, I prefer it over Steam.
Okay.
Now I'm reading about this game that I want to try. I'm like, man, it's making waves. I want to try it. Oh, it's not on Epic. Now I gotta go back to Steam. Like, hey, you won me over. I'm an Amazon user now. I want this game, but just because it's not exclusive, I gotta go back. I gotta go back to Steam.
Well, he wanted to have them on both stores so he can make.
I'm questioning Amazon's stance. Where exclusive or none.
You mean Epic stance?
Epic is. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, Epic.
Sorry. Epic or none. I mean, exclusive or nothing. You understand? Like,
Yeah.
I already tried it out. I like it. It is nicer looking. The GUI is nicer than Steam's.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I do like it better. But now, because you don't want it on your platform unless it's an exclusive, now you're forcing me to go back to your competitors to buy the game.
I see.
Like,
So
it
you're
makes no
explaining
sense.
why it's a bad idea on Epic's part.
Right.
Right.
Why
And
take that stance?
I kind of agree on that. Because in all actuality, if they offered that to the developer for exclusiveness, and the developer's like, no, I don't want to do that. I would like to sell on both. Then honestly, it would just be more beneficial to you to just be like, okay, yeah, sell on both then. Because it's not like nobody's gonna get it on Epic. But if you don't sell it on there, then nobody's getting it on Epic.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's a.
I don't know, man.
I think it's a dumb move. You think it's a dumb move, and he thinks it's a dumb move. We're not Epic Games though.
It's not a dumb move.
Whatever they're coming up with, I don't know.
If your intent is to bury your competitor.
It's a dirty. That is the intent.
That's your only intent. It's not really to help.
No,
the
it's, no. They
developers
want to bury
or help
Steam.
users.
They want to be the king of the castle, man.
That's a load of
Wanna be the
bull
only
doo.
one.
That's
That's not gonna
it's
happen.
the only mission there is to hurt your competitor.
yeah.
Because you're hurting your users.
Yes.
But
You're
how-
hurting developers. You're hurting everybody
but how's
except.
how does this even actually hurt Steam? I mean, if anything, it would help Steam because now they have an exclusive game. They
Because
didn't
of
even
the
think of
people-
having. Like,
Yeah,
oh crap,
that's
it's
true.
exclusive. Sick. All right.
That's true.
Yeah, you want to play that game? You got to come to Steam.
I just really feel for this guy, man. Like, he's trying to put his game out. Like,
These people
he
put
made this
their heart and
himself.
soul
Like,
in
he's
these
trying to put it
games,
out
man.
somewhere. Like,
You know, if that's what, and if he wants to not do exclusives, that he should be allowed to do that. And I don't know. It's all within Epic's right to do that, of course. I just think that's.
it really, I don't know. It's
Freaking
really
whack.
hit me the wrong way. I
And I
did
just
not
don't
like it.
I just don't fully understand what the real reason is they did that. If it really is to just stick it to Epic or stick it to Steam.
I think it is.
I mean, I don't think Steam is really all that upset about it. So
I don't think this is a hard stance.
you don't think Epic's taking
No,
a hard stance on
I'm
this?
rereading it, and I think they just said. I think they're picking and
I
choosing.
think they declined for
Okay,
Yeah, I
but
don't think it's a
why
hard
even
stance.
approach him? If you already have
They were
interest in getting the
interested.
game because you approached him to
That's
make it
true.
an exclusive.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, oh no, we don't want that. I
They
don't think
approached to make it
your game
exclusive.
isn't up to our standards
He's
now.
like,
Why?
no, I wanted to sell it on Steam still.
Oh, and it's all of a sudden not up to our standards, but you just approached me.
They approached him
Freaking go F
because
yourself.
he was in the top 50 wish listed.
On Steam.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
probably why.
So that's where
They
they go and
approached him
find the
because he was in the top on
Yes,
Steam.
That's why they approached
So
him.
they're going to these indie developers who are
That's
tops
so
on
dirty.
Steam, and they're trying to buy them out of Steam.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That is gonna
Yep.
piss people off, and I don't think that like people who prefer Steam are gonna be like, oh yeah, Epic's just buying up all these games. I'm really gonna go to Epic now. Like these
No.
people are very emotionally
This is the
driven.
internet.
They're not gonna do it purely because Epic did that. Yeah,
very, very dirty.
it's a little slimy.
All right.
to be
I didn't
honest.
expect to talk about that for 10 minutes, but okay, that's cool.
So,
that's fine.
So
with
what else
discussion.
happened? Did you guys talk about GameStop? What else
No,
going
that's
on?
the next thing.
All right, let's go. GameStop.
Oh yeah, GameStop laid off.
Laid off,
laid
like-
over.
it's like
GameStop laid 100 people.
Corporate
GameStop
employees.
laid off 100 people.
And these are corporate employees, aren't they?
Yes,
So
over
this
100.
is-
employees all across like their stores and even in their HQ, and half of Game Informer's editorial staff has been laid off as well because Game Informer is a subsidiary of GameStop. That is not cool.
Yeah.
This actually did upset me a decent bit because I watch the Game Informer show every week, and like I know these guys that got laid off. Like I've been watching them for like a year probably, and they're gone now. And it's really crazy because the last show I watched, one of the guys that got laid off was like, "Oh man, I'm super excited to do the show right in my brand new apartment." I'm like, "Ooh, that's
Damn,
bad."
dude. That does suck though. The Game Informer has a nice publication. You know?
Game Informer's
They do
been around
They do some good
for a
stuff,
long
dude. I
time.
remember having a Game Informer when I was like 10. Like I remember subscribing to it. Like that was a good subscription. That's pretty upsetting.
Yeah, but
That's
they're
sad.
half their editorial team is gone now. And can you imagine
That's
trying to
really
put
sad.
out the same work with half the people?
Yeah.
And
So-
especially this time of year, games are coming out left and right
So
now.
that might be a nail in the coffin for Game Informer.
I hope
man.
not. But
Wow, they've been around since I was
A
gonna
long
say I
time,
didn't want to
man.
date myself. I was gonna say I remember
Was it 91?
reading Game Informer when I was like in 5th grade, and yeah, that's
1991.
Yeah.
Long time, dude.
it's like a pillar, dude. It's like a pillar
What's that?
fell.
I
kind of.
remember going into GameStop, you know, getting the GameStop Pro thing or whatever
Mhm.
back before it was a scam, and then getting Game Informer every month. I'm like, yo, let's go, dude.
If I'm not mistaken, back then Game Informer had a bias towards Sega Genesis over the Super Nintendo.
That was
Maybe.
before me, dude. I don't know.
Dude, I have no idea.
I don't know, dude.
I don't mean when it first. I mean when those consoles finally came out. I remember that one publication was more biased in favor of Sega Genesis, and
Yeah.
another publication was in
Dude, this is so
favor
old,
of
man.
Super
This is
Nintendo.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like I remember getting my first Game Informer from Blockbuster. That's how old it was.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that's the last 10 seconds. The last 10 minutes of the podcast. Apparently,
Sorry.
is you talking to
Sorry.
yourself.
I couldn't get it out of my brain.
You just, sometimes you have to spell it out for yourself. You know.
But yeah, that's very very upsetting news.
Yeah.
Our hearts go out to the crew of Game
I really
Informer,
hope you guys
especially
can
because like
pull through, man.
they're in Minnesota too. It's not like they're in LA. They can just go to another place. Like
Yeah.
Minnesota, there's not a lot of gaming areas around
Yeah,
Minnesota.
it's not exactly Silicon Valley or anything.
Yeah. So
So I mean, I really hope
They'll
you
land
guys,
on their
I really
feet.
hope you guys pull through, man.
They'll land on their
I would
feet.
like to see more Game Informers.
What
in the
percentage
future.
of that, by the way, is there?
they laid off 7 of their editorial staff out of 19, I think, which is a lot.
7 of them. Whoa,
It's a big
almost
chunk,
half.
man.
Yes,
a
that's a
big chunk.
lot.
Wow.
That's a lot.
So they're gonna have to be.
And
everyone's
the
gonna
really
be doing
crappy
double
part
work,
is, oh
basically.
man, one editor said they were on vacation when they got the news.
Oh,
That's really
man,
crappy.
That sucks.
An even crappier situation is one of the guys on the podcast actually that I watch. He was covering Gamescom for Game Informer when he was fired.
Oh, boy.
That is
sucks.
just
Hey man,
Man.
if you ever have to let me go, don't do it. I'm on vacation, please.
yeah, that would be.
please.
Can you imagine covering
the
an
first
event?
day I
That's
come back,
brutal.
sure, but it's still better than
Like
being on vacation.
covering an event for the company that just fired. I would just sit there and I would just throw everything on the ground, and be like, I'm done. Like I'm not doing this. Like
It's like, yeah,
That
you're
is
gonna,
messed up,
You're gonna
man.
just let me go. Why do I care?
yeah, really sad news. All right, so we're like
Yeah.
literally out of time almost.
We're running
but
out of time, so
We will probably go through these pretty quick.
really quick. I did want to mention this because it looked pretty cool.
Some updates, mostly updates from here on. Some
Gamescom
rumors.
did reveal a new gameplay of a game called The Cycle by developers Jaeger. So they've only made a couple games. You may have heard of Spec Ops: The Line. That's by these
They
guys.
made Spec Ops: The Line.
They made Spec
Yo,
Ops:
that,
The Line.
that game is wild.
Yeah, they made Spec Ops: The Line and like literally 3 other games since
That
their
is a
since their
crazy
conception.
game.
And so The Cycle is the name of this game. It's like a PvPvE style game, which could be good news for those of you who don't like battle royales. Because we might finally be getting towards the downward trend of this battle royale craze, and we'll be going into a new craze of this player versus environment. Anyway, I'm not going to talk your ear off about it. It looks super sick. Just look up some gameplay about it.
Yeah, check it out.
It's very interesting. Very interesting. Moving on, we're going to have to go through really fast here. This is going to be mad
Yeah,
rapid
these
fire.
are like updates. for the most
Code
part.
Vein gets a demo for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, releasing September 3rd. I will
Woo!
definitely be trying
Oh
that
yeah,
one out.
we'll be streaming that. sure.
Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay live stream on August 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to check that one out.
Definitely be watching that.
Oh, God, it looks so beautiful. Minecraft to receive a high-quality texture pack with ray tracing from the NVIDIA
Yo, you
in
have to pull that up,
2020.
dude. It's like
Did we
it is
mention that last
no,
week?
that was 4K.
Oh.
That was Microsoft's. This is
Okay, yeah,
What
we're
we
talking
mentioned
about
last
4K.
week was Microsoft's 4K texture
Yeah,
pack.
but this is like-
from NVIDIA making
okay.
ray tracing for Minecraft.
Wow.
It is
Okay.
It is
This is like
mind blowing.
having
It
the
is
pros
crazy.
do it. Having the dudes do it. So that's going to be wild if you're into Minecraft.
Yeah, 2020. Sorry about that.
Moving on.
Can you pull that up, Sig? Maybe a picture
Sure.
of that?
Some
It is
upcoming
Which
some
one am I
upcoming
looking up?
releases.
Minecraft ray tracing NVIDIA.
Some upcoming releases, some deals, and some news regarding upcoming games. Celeste and Inside are going to be free games on the Epic Store for this upcoming week. I know that our boy over here is really into Celeste.
Celeste was awesome.
And I think Inside is also a platformer.
Inside is a platformer.
Isn't that the one with
but
the
it's
little girl with the rainbow?
It's like a 2.5 HD platformer.
So,
But really play Celeste. That game is honestly that's a special game.
It's
really special game.
some interesting games. PlayStation Network having an August savings sale. They literally just had like sales. They're having
I
so
know,
many
now they're
sales.
having another one.
That discounts a bunch of games. This lasts to September 3rd. Go on and check it out. See if you can't find your favorite game on a deal. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2v2 Gunfight Open Alpha Weekends only on PlayStation is live right now.
Yeah, we'll be playing that. We'll definitely be playing that.
So if you're interested in trying out this new Modern Warfare, if you have a PlayStation, you can try it out this weekend.
No PlayStation Plus required. It's for everybody.
It's for everybody. But that's only the 2v2 Gunfight. That's it. Control releases on Tuesday, August 27th,
Woo!
and Astral Chain releases on Friday, August 30th. So that's going to come next week. So this is...
Man.
Next week is going to be Control. No, next week. Yeah,
No,
next
next
week for
week.
both of them, yeah. So, it's super exciting. I know I'm getting Astral Chain, and he's getting Control.
Yeah.
And we'll let you know what we think about him. New games are going to be added to Xbox Game Pass. We got DMC 5, Age of Empires Definitive Edition, going to be added on August 19th.
Nice. That's awesome.
August 22nd, you're going to get Ape Out. I don't really know what that one is. And Kingdom Come Deliverance, a very interesting and very realistic medieval RPG. Like, highly recommend checking that one out if you're really into history, medieval history, or you're just really into RPGs in general. That's going to be coming out August 22nd. Bard's Tale 4 goes to Game Pass on the 27th. The Blair Witch arrives on Game Pass
Dude, I'm
August
playing
30th.
I'm playing that.
Same day as release. So this is a new game. Releases August 30th. Going to be shot right into Game Pass. This is going to be a horror game.
First-person horror.
First-person horror game. Coolest thing about this game, you got a dog
That is
who
correct.
does things with you, and that honestly at least makes this game 8 out of 10 right there, because you have a dog. Dead Cells comes to Game Pass September 5th. Great platformer if you're really into a challenging Dark Souls inspired platformer. Highly recommend checking out Dead Cells.
Really fun.
Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. Not going to be on the same level as Final Fantasy VII. It's not going to get a whole revamp. They're just re-updating textures, probably updating cutscenes, stuff like that. You're going to be seeing that September 3rd. That's why it's getting such an early release date, because I'm not really putting too much effort into it. And then the rumor mill. We have a couple things in the rumor mill.
Wait a minute. We got
Right
Vitamin
here.
J.
Vitamin J dropping in.
Dropping in with another drop. August 27th. WoW Classic.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're
Wow.
re-releasing World of Warcraft, the classic version.
Wow. You know what's gonna happen? People are gonna play this and be
People are
like,
gonna play it.
why
and
is
they're
this
gonna-
game so buggy?
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, They're like, why all these quality of life things that I used to be able to do I can't do anymore, because they updated it later. So, but anyways, it's
Oh, yeah,
that's gonna be there for you. I'm sure that's gonna get wild. So the rumor mill, we have a PlayStation 5 dev kit. Images have been leaked, and
Can
it
you,
looks pretty
can you actually pull that
ridiculous.
up? I've actually there's a render of it on the podcast folder that I put in. I don't know if you can pull it.
So it looks super crazy.
Oh, it's right there. It's the first one.
It's like, I don't even really know what it even looks like.
It's like a space
It looks
thing.
like some kind of like, crazy ass like space age nuclear bomb. I don't know. But if you're interested in the dev kits, this is what the retail unit's gonna be looking like.
No. The dev kit.
I'm sorry. The retail unit is not gonna look like this.
Yeah, the dev kit and the retail unit never ever
are
ever
not gonna
look
look alike.
Ever.
Yeah. So some people
However,
have been releasing this and
That looks
saying,
pretty cool.
"Oh, look,
to be honest.
it's the new PlayStation 5 console." That's not the new console. That's the dev kit.
That's a dev kit that is actually true. That dev kit is real.
Yeah,
So
that's legit.
that
that image is real. Actually, a developer that works on F1 games stated that he has some in his studio right now. So, what do you guys think of the look of that? Just by
It looks
pure
so
looks.
crazy, dude.
It looks like you could feed your dog out of it.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
the,
it's
with
that
the
little
V
dish
shape.
right there.
Yeah.
Looks like a Sony.
You're a second of
yeah.
the tree. Like,
PS5 is Poop Station 5.
the Poop Station 5. Yeah. Honestly, I mean,
It doesn't look
just
very
gonna slide right down the
Nah.
front
I
there.
mean, it's a dev kit, so fine.
Yeah, you know, honestly don't know why they over-designed it so much like that. It's just a dev kit. Like, it doesn't really need to
Well,
look like anything.
Well, no, but I think because they're putting way more. The dev kit's more powerful than the retail unit, so
Yeah.
like they need to be like, all right, we need to like vent this thing. We need to make sure it's like.
This thing doesn't look like a beast.
It looks small.
Does it though?
It looks small.
I don't know. Put a banana next to it and measure it.
What is that? That kind of looks like a USB port in front there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too big then.
Yeah, it looks pretty small.
Might be like around yay.
Eh.
Like around yay or
But
yay.
yeah, so
Like a bidet.
that's true,
Like a
and
bidet.
the rumors are circulating that it's gonna be between $500 to $600. So that's making me sweat a little bit about this bet that me and Sig placed. Watch it be like 510 and be like, God.
Because you bet it's gonna be 500.
But no more than
And
$500.
no more than 500, and you bet that it would just be more than 500. That's the bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets
So-
up to 500.
Yeah, 500.00.
It squirts out Mountain Dew. Sick.
Yeah, so that's actually it. We ran through that like Usain Bolt
only
on
the
crack for that last
Xbox
section.
dev kit. Because remember, Xbox always had that Mountain Dew Code Red, you know,
501.
like editions and stuff. So
Yeah.
Xbox is one that has like a little Mountain Dew bidet in it. This is not including tax.
Yeah, not including.
Not including tax. It was $4.99.99. He wins. So
Yeah.
what are the stakes?
Lunch.
Just lunch.
Oh.
This isn't like a what?
Aw.
Like, bet your house.
I was gonna
What?
say like you have to like finish that bottle or something.
Oh, jeez.
No, dude.
Just cop out rest of the day. You need to get someone.
Would
to
you
drive
guys
home.
buy a PlayStation 5 if it was $550?
on sale?
No. No.
Let's say
On sale for $550?
No, I'm saying like if the retail price was $550, I would buy it on sale, not for $550. So
No. Like you
At launch.
No.
At launch.
At
No,
launch.
At launch. Would you buy lunch?
No.
I don't think.
I'm not buying any
Can't
next
justify
gen consoles at launch. I don't think.
Yeah.
It's just it's not. Now that I have a PC, I don't need it as much as I
it.
used to.
Third
to
Black
be
Friday.
honest.
after.
Third Black Friday after release.
3 years
Yeah,
later.
3 years later, like, all right, there we go. Now it's gonna be $450.
I would
Worth
buy
it.
a PS5 for $600 if it came with PSVR 2.0 bundled with it.
Okay, yeah. If it came with PSVR, then
If
yes.
it was $550 without a bundle,
Oh.
oh man, dude, I'd be in the store like sitting there like,
I don't know. I mean, if you could choose between PlayStation VR or just buying a VR for your PC, would you still go with the PlayStation one?
yeah.
What? Why? Is it either is it better,
Because
better
I would.
exclusives or something?
Well,
or-
are you talking like only get a PSVR or get a PS4 when I get a PS5?
Well, I'm saying like
I would not get a PC VR standalone. No,
you would not just buy a VR kit for your PC
No.
right now,
no.
but you would buy a VR kit if it came with
Yes.
PlayStation.
I'm in the same boat.
Yes.
Really?
It
Why
feels
are
like
you
it has to
against
be designed.
buying a VR kit for your PCs?
Too expensive, dude. It's just too expensive.
Aside from being
I guess
expensive,
you probably could end up spending like an easy $600 on a
Plus,
VR
like, I
kit
get a
for-
PS5.
Yeah, and if you get a PS, yeah, I guess that's true. Because you can easily spend more than that much on a VR kit alone just for your PC.
I think VR it suffers from too much fragmentation. Meaning the hardware, there's a lot of different types of what do you call the
I see.
Like, handles.
But if it's
The
catered to the
handle-
PlayStation, it'll
right.
work perfectly for
it's
the.
it's got to be seamless.
I could
The
see-
experience
okay,
has to be
okay.
seamless.
Okay, I agree.
Plus, there's some
I
really cool
agree.
games on PSVR too. So
Oh,
yeah.
I mean Skyrim. That's the big one right
True.
there. You want to slay dragons in VR? I know I do. I wanted to do that ever since I was 2 years old.
screaming in your house, dragon breath.
I'll just be in my house like, ah! Come at me!
If
It's like 3 a.m. People are trying to sleep. Like your neighbors are like, dude, we're being invaded. We're
Just
literally
like
being invaded
slam around
right
the
now.
walls like, hey, shut the up, bro!
that was meme worthy right there.
Vitamin J, get on it.
Get on it.
Anyways,
Anyways,
yeah.
we're gonna have to wrap this out, guys. We're getting
Yeah.
on 12:10. You guys had us for a little bit extra today. Aren't you lucky? Anywho.
All right, so before we go into the intro, make sure to catch our streams.
Oh, sorry.
Make sure to catch our streams. We're gonna be streaming Remnant. I'm working on making it look really good.
Yes.
Making it work on got the 3 webcams so you can see everyone playing together
So
and hear everybody.
you'll definitely see some streams this weekend. Look out for a Remnant stream, perhaps a Modern Warfare stream, and
Definitely a
perhaps
Modern Warfare stream.
a Smash Bros stream.
I would
if
not
we-
look
if
for
we
the
find
Smash Bros
time.
stream.
If we find the time, we'll see. We don't know what the weekend
I'll
holds.
probably be playing Remnant.
Probably playing Remnant, but you know.
But I will be
Don't
streaming
rule it out.
the Call of Duty 2v2 gunfight mode with either someone on PlayStation. So
Probably Dan.
probably Dan or
Probably
whoever's
Dan.
on PlayStation, really.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, look out for those streams this weekend. This has been our podcast. Be sure to check us out every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for stopping by. As always, remember to smash them like and subscribe buttons. We now have several subscribers. Whoopee for you people. We love you. You can you can check out all of our content right now on YouTube, Twitch, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, Amazon, Alexa. Honestly, if you Google
I think
us,
we're
you'll
working on
find
Mixer, too.
a ton of stuff
We're getting there.
where we're at. So just look us up. You'll find us easy. And of course, don't forget our beautiful, beautiful website. And check out our Discord. Link is in the description below on Twitch. Come in, drop in, give us some memes, chat with us, play some games with us, whatever you want to do. And anyways, do not forget to tell your friends about us. We are at 56 followers, going on 100. We would love to get some more people in here. So please, spread the good word. Anyways, folks, I guess that's all we have for you this Friday. And we'll see you next time. Remember, play games.
Play games, everybody. Have a good one.
Will it fade out?
Yeah, it'll fade.
I know
doing a
it's
whole lot of not fading
cool,
right
but
now.
it's
Oh, there it goes.